Hello Geminis, this is your February monthly Oracle and Tarot love reading for singles and couples. So we'll just dive right on in. First, we're looking at the overall overarching energies for the month of February for our single and couple Geminis. What's happening? Letting go. Any other messages? Okay. Wow, intuition. Letting go. Cleanse. We're going to lay out the rest of the cards and then we will get into the reading. Alright, and for the month of February, what will our Gemini singled and coupled up friends be confronting in the area of love for February? We have the Six of Wands and we have the High Priestess. Okay. What tools will you be utilizing to either bring in love or to work out a situation in the area of love, Geminis? That is Five of Wands and Two of Pentacles. And what about the outcome cards? In terms of how the month will end and what are the leave behinds in February in the area of love, or what are the takeaways that you will take forward into March in the areas of love for single and couple. We already have the Seven of Wands that jumped, and now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, thank you, Spirit. All right. I'm going to ask, please, Spirit, give us some additional information about what's happening. We have getting to know each other. Nice. Can you give us more information about the tools for couple and single Geminis in the month of February? Give us some additional information. Thank you. Engagement. And what about the outcome? Oh. Heart-to-heart conversations and codependency. Interesting. Okay. Then I want to look at the sensual and sexual energies for the month of February for Gemini. These two fell. We have Seven of Cups and Three of Cups. Interesting. Alrighty, and then finally a closing message for my Geminis in the area of love. Spirit, what's a message that Geminis can take away if they don't remember anything else from this reading? What should they remember about this reading? Thank you, Spirit. You are adored. Remember that. Remember that. Okay, so I'll just kind of give these a little bit of space here. Okay, so let's get started. Get my pointer here. So in terms of what's going on energetically speaking, in the month of February, you're going to be called upon to really pull in and go within and tap into your intuition to really listen to where you should go next. Is this person being real with you? Are they hiding anything? You know, this is for those who are dating or getting to know people. So you're just, you know, your intuition's radar is up, and you are really on high alert, trying to make sure that, you know, that what you're downloading is accurate. But it is. And I think with this card here, we also have letting go and cleansing. So there's a lot of purging, a lot of letting go in the area of love. This is good. Perhaps maybe you finally got to a place of letting go of a past relationship, or letting go of what, how a relationship once was. And sometimes in order for us to move forward with someone, and this is for those who are in longer term relationships, sometimes we don't realize that we've entered a new phase in our relationships. And so sometimes what happens is people get stuck, and the one partner gets stuck while the other person is growing or shifting and changing. And if there's not a meeting of the minds where the other partner catches up, you know, then there's some issues. But if you can kind of surrender and let go of what was now, what's no longer, so you, in order to move forward, your relationship and you will be better for it. For those who are not in a relationship, I get a sense that you are letting go of maybe booty hall situations, or letting go of folks who may not have your best interests at heart, letting go of past hurts, and just doing a lot of cleansing, literally, like heart space cleansing. You're cleansing your physical space, cleansing your body, cleansing your spirit and your soul. It's like a purge like no other in February for some reason for you. But hey, that's good. It's really impacting, you know, all of the energies going on with you in the month of February. When we go into what's going on in terms of what's happening, we have the Six of Wands and the High Priestess. Again, more information here through the High Priestess. This is about intuition. This is about you listening to your intuition, about partners, being receptive, you know, just being in that receptive mode. And there's going to be some of you who are feeling adored, feeling loved by your partner, or by the little family you've created. You're feeling really good in the beginning to mid part of February. And you're also, you know, really navigating, using your intuition, and it's helping you to get to know someone a little deeper. If you're in a committed relationship, Gemini, this is just saying, hey, during this time, you're getting to know your partner even more deeply. Maybe a situation arises that really pushes you a little bit further into knowing your partner a little bit more. This, though, is also for those who are single or dating. It says getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. So you're getting to know someone in the, you know, first couple of weeks, or even all, like for some of you, it could be towards the end of the month. And this is you really, you know, tapping in, listening to your gut, and going forward and seeing where you need to go. Some of you may be inclined to let go of past relationships too, in order to be able to move forward with someone who is more inclined to be in adoration of you, feel, you know, admiration towards you. It feels good around you. It's much better to be with someone like that than someone who is not like that. Like, well, we'll move on. Tools. So we have the Five of Wands here for what tools you could utilize. So in the month of February, there may be a time where you might have a conflict with your partner, and it's important to be engaged, listen to them, make sure that they feel heard. Just kind of ask questions, or just really say, hey, you know, I'm here, I'm listening, I hear what you're saying, I'm here for you, to really help diffuse the situation. You could also rally up and try to kind of ruffle up your partner's feathers, but where will that really get you? So that's that. And those who are single, to you know, as far as like, or maybe you're just dating or what have you. With the Five of Wands, maybe you're feeling like there's this competition out there to try to get someone. But honestly, you know, don't look at it like a competition. Look at it like you have the option to kind of juggle different partners, juggle your, you know, try to navigate and create your life as you are dating. It actually can be kind of fun doing this juggling act. So it's all in how you perceive your situation. And you look at this person's face carefully, you'll notice that they may be juggling things, a lot of things, not a lot of things, but things in the air, like taking care of the home, taking care of their life, but also making time to date. And then for those who are in a relationship, again, just you're going to be juggling or feeling like you're juggling a lot in the month of February, and feeling like you have to, you know, it's sometimes this or that, you have to choose all the time in the month, and it's making you not feel so, you know, you're challenged this month to be feeling engaged with your relationship. Some of you, this card does it portends that you will actually be getting engaged. You will be celebrating with friends an engagement. It says your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So also for those who are in a committed relationship, that's why I really feel like there's like something that happens, some kind of, or it could just be over the course of the month, you just realize that you and your partner are in it for the long haul, through the ups and downs, through juggling life. You guys have got, maybe, you know, you went on a little trip, or maybe something happened with one of your kids, or something happens that really brings you guys closer and you feel like you are more engaged in the relationship than you once were before. Some of you will be making a choice to move in with a partner. And so you're, you know, in February kind of juggling, do you leave your place and start living with your partner or whatnot? And then we have Seven of Wands and the Knight of Pentacles in the outcome position. So as what you will be leaving behind or taking away into March, or leaving behind in February, we have the Seven of Wands. And it's like you see how she's in this stance. You may be feeling like you have to defend your relationship or defend your position in a relationship. So for those who may be starting out dating someone, some people may not dig who you've chosen to be with. So you're really feeling like on defense mode of having to like defend your choices. I say that because I have the heart-to-heart conversations and the codependency card sitting here. So it's telling me that perhaps some of you are feeling like you have to justify or have to explain or defend or be in defense mode, ready to attack if someone is starting to attack your partner. And, you know, so that's that. For some of you, it's about feeling like you have to defend yourself all the time in the relationship, always have to, you know, defend why you're doing something or why you're spending this or that. And, you know, maybe it's time to, instead of always being in defense mode and always ready to, you know, take the position of, I'm going to hit this off now and kind of snap at you before you get on me. Maybe it's time to have a heart-to-heart conversation with their partner. It says, honestly discuss your feelings with each other. And then this says, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Now, it could be your own addictions and codependency. So if you're completely single and you have not been really dating lately, is there some codependency stuff going on? Is there certain addictions that's happening in your life? And I could list all the different kinds of addictions that could be your affliction. However, you would know. And sometimes you feel like you have to defend who you are as someone who has this codependency or this issue or this addiction. Maybe you've had to defend past relationships that were kind of codependent. Maybe you're having to defend why you're single, and maybe the truth of the matter is that there's some heart-to-heart conversations that need to be had. Maybe it's time to go speak to someone, a counselor, find a trusted person, maybe a clergy person at your church if you go to church. So just thinking about that. And for some of you, it's just simply, if you're in a relationship, it's simply sometimes you feeling like you have to defend the kids. You're always being the defender of the kids. The kids are always hiding behind you. You're always defending them against your partner. And you're tired of, your partner's tired of being the bad guy and you're tired of being the defender, or vice versa. And it's becoming this vicious cycle with you. Again, what will help the situation is having a heart-to-heart conversation and realizing that, this pattern that's going on will not end until you decide to have it end. We have the Knight of Pentacles, and this is just saying, being, steadfast, tenacious, paying attention to the details. If you're in a relationship, paying attention to your spouses or partners' desires and wants, and then just being attentive to that will take you so far in your relationship, take you the long distance in your relationship. So remember that. Remember that. And this also says, for those who may not be in a relationship, yet you just continue to do the work and things will unfold for you. It will take time. It could take upwards of a year or more to really manifest that love affair you're hoping for, but don't lose hope. Continue to do the healing work, maybe talk to a love coach. I wish there were. I don't know if there's such a thing, but I'm just going to put it out to the universe. I feel like if you Google that, you'd find someone who'd be a love coach. But also maybe if you think you may need a few sessions with a therapist or a counselor, do that. But don't feel like you have to do this all on your own. You don't. You have resources to help bring the love in your life. You are adored. All you also have to do, and what you first and foremost should do, is call upon your spirit guides. Call upon your spirit connection. I believe that we all have a universal flow of love and energy and light flowing through all of us. It's the connection to God's source energy that we can tap into. You are adored by Spirit. So Spirit wants you to be your happiest. And if it's being in a loving relationship, then all you have to do is get yourself positioned in a head and heart space to be receptive to receiving divine messages of how you can manifest love, and it will come to you. It will. It will. Finally, we're going to close out. I kind of did it a little backwards. Normally I do this before this message. But we have, for your sexual and sensual energies, Gemini, 7 of Cups. So some of you really are going to have a lot of options going on. Hey. For February, the options for, sensually connecting and flirting and touching people, or even doing even more. Some of you who are just in relationships, it's just going to find that you have many different options in terms of, how you spend time with your partner, what you guys explore in the bedroom. You're open to it. Some of you are having great times, just, celebratory times, perhaps maybe around Valentine's Day. You may be partying and actually meet someone that you have a sensual connection with for some time. And this person that you meet during this time will be someone that will be carrying on flirtations and affairs with you until at least the summertime, where you guys really will be having a good time. So, be on the lookout, single Geminis, for someone who comes in. It may just be here for a good time, not necessarily here for the long haul, But your long haul person, for those who are single, is coming. It's just going to take a good long while. Like I said, at least a year or more. So have fun in the meanwhile. I never understand people who don't want to have fun until they meet their partner. Have a damn good time, but be safe out there. All right, my loves. Well, that's it for the love reading. Thank you all so much for watching. Much love, many blessings. See you all in the next video. Bye.